Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I shall to make this delicious pot of jollof rice. Please do well to subscribe to my channel if you've not done so. So for the ingredients, I have my oil, I have my chopped onions for cooking the meat, I have my rice, that's king of the show, I have my seasoning for this stew, I have seasoning cubes, paprika, thyme, curry, seasoning powder, uda seed. Everything will be in the description box. Yeah, so I have my seasoning cubes, thyme, bay leaf for seasoning the meat. I have my beef. I have my tomato paste. This is 400 grams of tomato paste. So first I'll start off by adding the onions to the meat and the seasoning. Add a bit some water and allow it to cook for 15 minutes. While that is cooking, I will dissolve my tomato paste with some water. Yeah, this is a hack if you don't want to go through the stress of frying tomato paste, if you don't know how to do it. So this is a trick. Just melt it with some water. Don't allow this to be too runny. As you can see the consistency of mine. So I did not introduce my pepper mix. So this is just, I was blending it then. So this is bell pepper, tatashe, shombo, onions and garlic. Then I added my tomato paste into it. I rinsed it and added it into it. Then I just gave this stir and allowed it to cook for 20 to 25 minutes. Please don't allow this to burn. I checked on my meat and it was cooking well. I just topped it up some water because I noticed that the water was drying up. Then some minutes later, this meat was well cooked. I poked it with a fork and it was properly cooked. I just fried the meat not too dry. You don't want this meat to be too dry, so just remove from the oil and set it aside. One of my meat fell down, it pained me, but I picked it, dusted it off and put it back. So I just remove from the oil, pour the oil into the boiling tomato sauce and add the seasoning at this point. Stir it very well and cover, allow it to dry properly. You want to eliminate that tangy taste in the tomato paste. This is the trick, this is the hack. Mind you, I'm using uda seed, it adds some flavor. I let it from the joyful cook. Then while that is doing its thing, I will mix my two favorite seasoning, that's spicy tea and lasso chicken, in a small bowl with hot water. I will use that later for the jollof rice. Then I will sieve the meat stock. I don't want all those debris, that's the onion chunks, the cooked, all the deaths in the cooked meat to be inside it. So I just sieved it off. Then I washed my rice with some salt to get rid of that surface starch, and I will soak it with hot water for about 5 to 10 minutes just to parboil it, because if you say you want to parboil this rice, you might over parboil it and your rice will end up becoming so soggy. So this is just a way of doing it. Please do well to subscribe to my channel if you've not done so. Like this video and leave a comment for me in the comment section. Thank you. So let's continue cooking. So I checked on the stew and it was well cooked. It was already beginning to burn itself. So this stew was very delicious and flavorful. Then I just removed some of the oil, added the rice into it, and I removed some stew. I set some stew aside. Then I added the mixture that I made, that is the spicy tea and the lasso chicken flavor. Then I added my chicken stock into it, added some water to top it up. Make sure you are using hot water, very hot water, to top it up. You want to continue the cooking process. You don't want to slow it down by using cold water to top it up. Use hot water. So at this point, you also want to taste for seasoning. You don't want to skip the seasoning part here. Taste for seasoning. I had to adjust the seasoning. Yes, adjusted it because I needed, like, I tasted it and I noticed that it needed to be adjusted. So you cover this up, allow this to cook for the first 15 minutes on low heat. Don't put on high heat or else it will just burn and it will take time to cook. So just cover it, put on low heat. So this is the oil which I sieved out of it. You don't want this excess oil in your rice. Then I checked on it 15 minutes later and this rice was smelling amazing. The uda seed flavor, that flavor from the uda seed was coming through. Yeah, it was coming through. At this point, feel free to remove the uda seed, bay leaf, anything you want to remove, but I like leaving it there because party jollof, they don't normally remove all these things. You must be seeing it there. So I just turned it around and added the stew that I took out of took out earlier on, added it into it for some freshness. Just added into it, covered the rice, allowed it to cook for 10 more minutes, because at this point this rice was still 80% cooked. I wanted to cook completely. 10 minutes later, this rice was just so fluffy and so delicious. I tasted and it was so delicious. So it was well cooked at this point, single grained and delicious. I just added some onions into it to give it that onionsy flavor, like let it add to the smokiness. You can see the smokiness is coming out from it already. So that's it for jollof rice. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment from the comment section. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Thank you very much.